YouTube, it's me, it's the man who likes to RANT, dropping a fresh VID for you today. And you know, I sit here and I'm truly flabbergasted. I watched Raw last night and was so dumbfounded by what I saw, I had to watch it again on Hulu to make sure I understood it. John Cena. Not a popular topic of discussion for at least half the WWE universe. If you listen to the reaction he gets on Monday or on Tuesday or any day that ends in Y when John Cena shows up in an arena, he's loved by some, hated by most, and he doesn't care because, rightly so, he says, if you buy a ticket, you can boo me, you can cheer me, you have the right to do what you want to do. Kudos to him for that attitude. It's what's gotten him to the where he is. And kudos to him also for being a top guy for as long as he has been. It's something miraculous. Not even the likes of Hulk Hogan have managed to pull that off, and it felt like he was on top forever too. But he finds himself as a man on an island. Now let me be clear. I'm not mad at John Cena because of the style of promo he cut, because he knew fighting Undertaker at Mania, you're coming in as the heel regardless of what you do. So for the style of promo, it was probably one of the best John Cena's cut, at least since he had that standoff with Roman Reigns, which I've already covered on the channel. If you haven't checked that out yet, feel free to do it. I am angry at WWE executives in general. Now, let's examine why, shall we? What happened when Undertaker lost to Roman Reigns last year at Mania? He took all his garb off, left it in the middle of the ring, and proceeded to walk away. Now, I know this action has been done countless times by the wrestlers, and it doesn't matter. Hell, Kurt Angle did it in the middle of a TNA ring and was back competing 2 weeks later. So I understand that action alone doesn't signify finality. However, Undertaker has this aura about him that when he does something, it should stand. It should be a symbol of finality. And now John Cena calls him out and says he tries to build him up in a sleight of hand sort of way. You're not broken down, you're not beat up, because if you were, you wouldn't be posting workout videos to your wife's Instagram. True enough, I suppose. But to me, that is a man showing that he is living life outside of wrestling. And John Cena came across as a man so desperate to appear on a WrestleMania card that he has challenged a man who is more iconic at WrestleMania than the WWE Championship himself, and yet he is looking to leech every last little bit of legacy out of Undertaker's body that he can get. And shame on you, John Cena, for doing it, and shame on you, WWE executives, for allowing it. I'll tell you why you really did this, John. This is a promo directly on you, my friend. You did it because you recognize that the time is quickly coming that John Cena will no longer be the top guy in WWE. Hell, there are guys struggling at the mid-card, working their butts off, that are better than you right now. The Miz, God, I just hate having to say that, but he's had such a fantastic couple of years. Finn Balor, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns himself. I know WWE hates him. I don't care. He's good. All these guys are good. Braun Strowman. Can't miss Braun Strowman. No, sir. But all those guys struggle while you do everything you can to maintain your spot at the top. And it is unfortunate that this final act, calling out Undertaker again at Mania. And you were right when you trolled us a couple weeks ago and said that it was a dream match, or at least it would have been, had this happened at WrestleMania's 26 through 28 I'll say. Somewhere in there. Because Taker was still good enough to go. Now, unfortunately, he's a man who has given us everything there is to give, nothing more to be able to give the fans, and yet because you called him out and he is a man, he is going to do it. And at the end, whether you win, what have you won? You beat a man who's a shell of his former self. I'm so frustrated I can't even get this out right, but I'm not redoing this because I want you to see the frustration in my face. If you win, you beat Undertaker and you beat a shell of a man at a point when beating him at Mania means nothing anymore. If you lose, people will clamor once again for one more match at Mania. I'm sure there are those that do it because they want to see their favorites, and they don't care what condition their body's in, what condition they are physically, mentally, emotionally. It doesn't matter. We just want to see Undertaker in the middle of the ring because we're sadists as wrestling fans. I'm at least smart enough to know that Taker should stay home. I have begged for years for Taker to stay home. I think ever since his match with CM Punk at, what was it? It was 29. I said, stay home, Taker. You don't have any more to give. There's nothing left. You're hurting yourself. And he keeps coming back. It's sad. It's sad that you want John Cena on your card, and the only option is to give him to Taker, or Taker to him, regardless of how you look at it. It's wrong. It shouldn't happen. Taker has nothing more to give, and he needs to stay home with his family and just enjoy the rest of his life. If you are truly desperate to get Undertaker involved, and he has expressed an interest, bring him to the Performance Center. Let him coach people up on how to feel the crowd, because there were few people who do it better. There is a spot for Undertaker in WWE. His legacy is undeniable, and thusly he has earned the right to come back to WWE if he wants to. I just don't want to see it happen in this capacity, because I don't want to see Taker left hurt in the middle of the ring should something go wrong during a match. We've already endured boo-boos with Paige earlier this year. It shouldn't have to happen to a man who has truly reached legendary status. I invite you to comment down below. Tell me you agree with what I had to say. Tell me you disagree with what I had to say. Tell me you think I'm wrong and you want to see Taker in Mania from now till he draws his last breath if you want to. All opinions are welcome here. But I just invite you to sit and think about what I have to say. Ranter's going to get off the soapbox. I'll catch you guys later. Bye-bye.